Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name is Ross, and I was always told I had a voice for radio. So today, I am bringing you some games from the Danish Pokkén Tournament National Championship. Now, this was unofficial, but it was a lot of fun. I entered this myself, and I shall be coming up later. But first, we are going to bring you some games from the Danish Pokkén Tournament National Championship. So here are the first 4 games, and in the first game, we have got Anders playing Lucario, going up against Frederick and his Blaziken. So we are starting off with a couple of more traditional Pokemon, a couple of normal Pokemon, shall we say, Lucario and Blaziken. Now we are in the opening rounds here. It is double elimination. So a loss for either player will not knock them out of the tournament, but it will knock them from the winner's bracket down into the loser's bracket, and that is not a place you want to be. Now we have seen Blaziken be very popular in official Pokkén tournaments. We saw him over in Germany doing a lot of damage, and we saw him in the final at the UK Pokkén Tournament Championships. So it is going to be interesting to see. So we are going to be starting off here, and straight away Blaziken goes in nice and fast, but a Bone Rush from Lucario knocks him down. Bit of extreme speed misses, and in comes several Blaze Kicks with Blaziken, and we are spamming the Blaze Kicks here. We really like, Frederick really likes those Blaze Kicks with that Lucario, but he stops there. We see some Bone Rushes. Oh, but we see a Heat Wave from Lucario, but another Bone Rush from Blaziken, another Bone Rush from Lucario. In we come. Now we got Blaze Kicks followed up by a Heat Wave. So in comes Cresselia for Lucario, using her healing thing, which of course is, shall we say, quite useful. And we see the burst from Lucario there. He's going to be wanting to use his burst attacks, but before he does that, we see the Blaze Kicks from Blaziken taking down Lucario before we could see an Aura Blast. So a nice little victory there. Frederick goes 1-up. In these early rounds, we are talking best of 3. Not best of 3, that comes in later. And straight away, bringing in the Reshiram for his blue flare. And it hits, does a fair bit of damage, lowers the attack of Blaziken. But Blaziken comes back with that Blaze Kick, and then we see some Bone Rushes. But now it's Blaziken's turn. Is he going to hit with those Gatling Flame Kicks? He is! He hits full on, he gets the full animation, and that is not good for Lucario. Lucario is going to take a whole bunch of damage here. It's not going to be enough to knock him out, but it is going to be enough to do a whole bunch of damage, and that is going to put Lucario on the back foot. So we see some more Blaze Kicks coming in there from Lucario, from Blaziken, sorry. He's taking a big lead here, and it looks like he might have just enough to finish off, and we do see a win there. Lucario goes down. So here we're going into the second fight with Alexander with his Mewtwo and Patrick with his Charizard. So here we got Charizard, who's a powerful character, and Mewtwo, who is, shall we say, the more normal one, so to speak. So here we got a couple different Pokemon going on, and it is going to be interesting to see if we see some different tactics here. So Charizard there is going to be taking on the Mewtwo, and oh, we got Eviltal and Latios coming in here, which is quite nice. Little bit of a different support Pokemon. So straight away in comes Mewtwo with his Psycut, and we see a counter there from Mewtwo. He is going in nice and fast. He is getting those attacks. Charizard needs to do something, but he is on the back foot. We see some counters, and now Charizard comes in with the Fire Punch, which is going to help him a little bit. And very much on the attack, on the aggression, and we see a Hyper Beam there, which takes down that Charizard, and that is all she wrote. So we're going into round 2 here, and Mewtwo again starts off with that Psy Strike, tries to go in nice and close, get a bit of a combo going, and he does. Haven't seen any support Pokemon yet this round. Maybe we'll see some here, but Mewtwo, ever the aggressor, coming in. We see another Hyper Beam there. Charizard with his Flamethrower, and that is hopefully going to do him a fair bit of damage. Mewtwo comes back in being very, very aggressive, and he gets that Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, although I've got them in the wrong order, and straight away Mewtwo gets the win there. A very quick 2-0 victory there from Mewtwo, and that is all that we needed. So here we have Jonas with Pikachu against Magnus with Blaziken. These games are coming thick and fast, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we do have another Blaziken here, the second one we've seen so far, but we have got our first Pikachu Libre. So we've got a little bit of variety coming in here. So we are going to be back in the Ferrum Stadium. All these battles are in the Ferrum Stadium, which is a little bit sad, but what can you do? So, starting off here then, who is going to be the more aggressive here? And it's Pikachu with some side-ranged attacks. Blaziken is trying his Flare Blitz, but it's not doing a huge amount, so to speak. As Brave Bird to getting close, but he misses with it. And in comes Pikachu Libre. And he's got some big attacks coming in here. He's doing quite a lot. But Blaziken here, he's coming in with those Blaze Kicks. But Pikachu Libre gets him with the counter attack. And that's very nice. And we see Pikachu there coming in with several good attacks. A couple of grab attacks. Tries the Electro Web and misses. But in comes Pikachu Libre. And he does hit with his Thunderclap Press. His burst attack there, and this is going to do a whole bunch of damage. It's not quite enough to finish off Blaziken, but Blaziken is very much on the back foot here. He's going to need to do something. Snivy's Leaf Blade misses, and Pikachu tries to finish him off, but we see a counter attack here from Blaziken, and he's mounting a little bit of a comeback. Is he going to have enough? Just Blaze Kick after Blaze Kick here. He blocks from Pikachu. He tries an enhanced attack, but it doesn't work. He's not quite down yet. He goes through Pikachu's guard here, and Pikachu finally grabs him with a grab attack, and that is going to take him down and give the first round to Jonas there and his Pikachu Libre. But we are far from over here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very close game. It started off looking like a whitewash for Pikachu Libre. Now we see Lapras coming in with his Surf, and he hits Pikachu Libre, and then straight away we see that Synergy Burst. But in comes Cubone, and that's a nice little attack from him there. Oh, but Gatling Flame Kicks are coming in. Is he going to hit? No, you need to be closer than that to hit with Gatling Flame Kicks. So Pikachu Libre here coming in on the attack, but the counter attack from Blaziken here is very nice. And another counter, little bit of chip damage, not that much. And in comes Pikachu with that grab attack. Remember the attack triangle, grab attacks do beat counter attacks. So there's a lot of counter attacks from Blaziken here. He is at risk of those grab attacks. But we see a Blaze Kick going into a little combo, keeping Pikachu Libre against the wall before he comes back with a counter attack of his own, and both players blocking there. Who's going to try the first grab attack? Turns out nobody, but in comes Lapras with his Surf, and now here comes Pikachu with that grab attack. And this is very, very close. Both players are on very little HP. Who is going to take the initiative and take him down? It looks like it might be Blaziken here, trying to even up this game at one apiece. And Pikachu trying the Thunderclap Press, but he's too far away. And just a simple kick from Blaziken takes him down. And we are even at 1-1, and we are going to a game 3 to decide who is going to be knocked down into this loser's bracket after this game. So a very interesting game here. We've got Snivy coming in with his Leaf Tornado, but that's just too far away. And we just see some ranged attacks there from Blaziken. He is just staying back. He's happy to keep a little bit of distance, play the zoning game with those Heat Wave attacks. But Pikachu Libre is trying to come in close. Oh, with a little bit of a discharge, and he hits him there. And that is very nice. And now we see some big attacks from Pikachu Libre with a Stone Cold Stunner. Or Nuzzle, but I prefer to call it a Stone Cold Stunner. Now he calls in Diglett with his Diglett Dig attack. Don't care what it's actually called. That's what I'm calling it. And we see, I believe, an Electro Web hitting there, and this is very nice. Now we see the Synergy Burst from Pikachu Libre, and he calls in Snivy for that Leaf Tornado. He's going to try and get in close and hit with that Thunderclap Press. Is he going to have any luck? He does get the grab attack, which is very, very nice. And he's going to be trying to finish off here. He hasn't got it yet, unfortunately. It's still a little bit close to call. But we do see the finish there from Pikachu Libre. And he is victorious. Congratulations there. And finally, we've got Rasmus and Quang. And this is a match after my own heart, because I am a Chandelure player. You will see me later on in these videos playing Chandelure. So we have got Sceptile played by Kwang, and we've got Chandelure played by Rasmus. And I like Chandelure. He's listed as a power character, but he's got a strong zoning game. He can stay away and use those projectiles to create a little bit of separation, so to speak. Sceptile, bit more technical, bit more there. He's a lot of options as Sceptile, but shall we say he's not my favourite. So we see some ranged attacks from Chandelure to start off there, and he gets another ranged attack to hit Sceptile. Kwang's going to need to get in a little bit closer than that. Currently unable to do so. We see these ranged attacks, little bit of spamming here from Rasmus, but it is working, so I suppose who can blame him? So he does get a perfect there, but little bit cheeky. He just spammed that beam attack over and over again, and unfortunately Kwang did not know how to go against it. And I suppose when you've got one attack that is working, yes, it's a little bit spammy to keep doing it, but then again, if you're winning with it, why would you not? So I assume we're going to see a very similar thing from Rasmus here. And yep, straight away, Sylveon does come in for Kwang. But we see some very similar things. It's those ranged attacks, those beam attacks from Chandelure, just working on Kwang there. Now Kwang, he's not doing the counter dash cancel. He does get in a little bit closer, but not quite close enough. We see some will-o-wisps coming in from Chandelure here. He's working on a double perfect. I don't think Kwang's going to win, but can he get an attack in? No, he cannot. Rasmus wins with the double perfect, and he is moving on through the winner's bracket. And those were the first 4 games from the Danish National Championship Pokkén Tournament. Thank you very much for watching. There are more games coming. We are taking you right up to and through the final. It is going to be a blast. Pun intended for the whole Chandelure thing we just watched. You know the deal. Like, subscribe and comment. Look out for future videos. We're going to be going a new video every 2 or 3 days. So look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCGRadio.